next way to clean your crystals. You can actually have a little salt pile, okay, a lovely little dish that I've got, and you could keep your crystals on the salt. That's going to help keep them clean. It's not quite as effective as putting it on well, it's not as effective as putting it on a charging plate. A charging plate typically is going to be selenite. So this is a slab of clear or white selenite. And you can put your crystals directly on there. And I have one at home where I keep my crystals on my selenite charging plate whenever I'm not using them. That helps get them and keep them clean. So that's another way that you can cleanse your crystals. The next way to cleanse your crystals is with frequencies. Now, let's say I've got my dirty crystals here, dirty energetically. The simplest thing that you can do is you can use your God-given noisemakers, and that's your clapping. So what you would do is you're going to clap over them loudly and declare clear, clear, clear. And that is going to basically bombard them with the frequency coming off of your hands, and it's going to break up that stale energy. And then you loudly state and command your intention, which is for the crystal to clear. So clear or crystal clear. That's how you would clear them just with your hands. Quick, easy, effective, very, very good way to clear your crystals. So that's easy. If you've got a lot of crystals or you use them for healing purposes or for spell work or anything like that, then you might want to invest in a tuning fork. This is the sonic ohm, which is at 1088.8 megahertz. So it's a very high frequency. I'll see if you can hear it here. It's a lovely frequency. And it's designed to clear your crystals, but it can also clear your aura. It's still going, okay? So you can clear your aura and clear your chakras as well as clearing your crystals. So how do you do that? Well, this one comes with an activator. It's basically just a hockey puck. You strike it, and you just run your tuning fork over and around your crystals. Now, I like to make my intentions very clear, so I will actually say, crystal clear, crystal clear, crystal clear. Normally crystals don't need a lot of clearing unless that you've been working with them or you're in a particularly negative situation. They tend to keep themselves pretty well balanced, but it really does help to get them and keep them clean. So that's a sonic ohm frequency. You can also use your cell phone. You can download the app or a frequency off of YouTube, and you could use that. You could send some divine healing energy, and you could do your own ohm. Om tickles your mouth. So you can chant and clear them that way also. Another tried and true way to clear your crystals is with sage. So let's talk about sage for a moment. First thing is, you'll always want to have some sort of a fireproof ashtray. I like to put some salt down, okay? So you could certainly use this as your ashtray. This is an abalone shell, and this is if you were going to do a more Native American sort of a ceremony. You would add a feather or some sort of a fan. And what you do with sage, get your matches out. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So first of all, some precautions about sage. It does have a fairly pungent odor, so if you're sensitive to strong scents or smoke, like if you have some sort of a breathing issue, you probably don't want to use a burning kind of smudging technique. And we're going to talk about some non-burning techniques here in just a minute. But in order to use sage, and this happens to be a bundle of white sage, you just simply light your match and go ahead and light your sage. And you just let it burn for just a second. And this is why you need your ashtray. And if the fire doesn't go out, you just blow it out gently. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but now we're smoking. So what you would do with your crystals then, get them here on the camera, is you would simply waft the smoke around your crystals. And again, I like to state my intention, so I would just say crystals clear, crystals clear, crystals clear. So you can clear anything. You can clear yourself, certainly your house, other objects, and that's just basically how you would light and use your sage. All right, when you're done, you can just simply put it out. Okay. It's fire, folks, so treat it with respect. Sand works just as well as salt. Get that out of the way. The next way that you could clear your crystals is with a clearing spray. This happens to be our proprietary blend. You can buy the bottle, and I will have the essential oils and the other items in here, and it will be blessed. But you'll have to add your own vodka, and the recipe is in the description below. So this is very quick, very effective. I use this all the time. I call it my energetic hand sanitizer, but you can also spritz your crystals and crystal clear, crystal clear, crystal clear. So it's kind of a combination of things. That works particularly well with jewelry. Remember, I told you don't want to put this into salt water. So this is how you would potentially clear your jewelry. Once you've cleansed your crystals and you're confident that they are clean and dry, you're going to want to protect them in some way. So one of the things that you can do is to use a silk wrap. This is a lovely little silk bag. So you can put your crystals in here. There's really only two materials that protect your crystals against psychic contamination. Basically just energies, okay? And that's silk and leather. So silk is a great way. We have also got leather pouches that are locally made, but you can even just wrap them up. So that's how you would keep them clean. Okay, so that's basically how you're going to clear your crystals. I know some people like to put them out into the sun and out into the moon, and that certainly would clear them, but for me, that's more recharging them. So stay tuned. That's next. If this has been helpful in any way, shape, or form, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that little bell, and that will tell you when the next video comes out. But in the meantime, put your comments in the comments below. How do you like to clean your crystals? This is Susan at the Rock Shop at 311 Broadway in historic downtown Paducah. Positive energy, it works.